Hey everyone, it's Liz, and we are here with week 8, and I'm talking today about the action plans and how to put these into effect to make them very successful for the month and getting out as much as you can with the month. And so I'm going to share my screen with you in here in a minute, but what I want to do first is just show you these action plans, and we've talked about them a little bit here over the last few months, but I really want to just show you guys how to use them, and so you can really get the most out of them. Okay, so depending on where you are in the business depends on which one you'll fill out. And so this is something that I fill out every single month on the last few days of the month prior. Okay, so if it's February 26th, you will have wanted to fill this out by the 26th, 25th, or 26th, and you'll want to fill out either the Elite Action Plan. I'm going to go over how to fill these out. So if you're like, what's this all jumbly mess mean? I'm going to explain it to you. But there's the Elite Action Plan. Here is the Premier Action Plan. So it depends on what rank you're going for, right? And then here is the Silver Action Plan. Depending, if you're going for silver. Now, if you're like, well, I'm going for gold, and there is a couple of you that are going for gold, you would have each of your premiers fill out a premier action plan, and they would either screenshot them or give them to you, make a copy of them, whatever, so that you guys both have a copy of what they're doing. So if you have 3 premier action plans, that would make you gold, right? So really, you want to share these with your mentor, with your person that you're working with. And so if you're filling out an Elite Action Plan, you need to take a screenshot of that. You need to take a photocopy of it and give it to your mentor. Give it to the one that, because they're trying to go silver or trying to go gold, and they need to know what you're up to so that they know how to help you and they know how to fill in holes if necessary, because what you're doing is helping them, and vice versa. What they're doing is helping you. And so we're working as a team in that regard. Even though you're doing this, individually, you're also working together. And so I want to make sure that you guys know that these are really important. These are really important to help give you a roadmap of how to actually do the business. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that I can actually walk through filling out an Elite Action Plan so you get an idea of how it's done. Okay, so let me, okay, so here is a one of my genealogy legs that I wanted to show you, that this person tries to go elite every month, right? So this individual, Gary, is the person that I'm talking about here. And if you guys don't know how to get to this screen, let me just quickly back up and show you. If I had just signed in, now it's going to ask me to enroll or to sign in. Okay, if I just sign in to mine and I go to my back office, here's my back office. I'm going to go into genealogy, detailed genealogy. And then you're going to go, I'm going to go to that one particular leg that I was talking about, and that is Gary Sumner, okay? So when you're in detailed genealogy, just if you don't know and you've not really been here before, you can set this spreadsheet up any way you want. And how you do that is here in the column section right here. These are the available columns that you can add to this this spreadsheet. Here's what's being displayed. So this is what I have being displayed. You can mess around with this. So you can move these up and down here. You can take things off or add things. And then what you want to do is update report, save as default, and then update report. And so it will show you and keep this screen like that. But do that on your main screen. So the other detail that I want to show you is that I keep mine 0 to 1 on the levels. So this is everybody on Gary's front line that I'm looking at right now. That's how I prefer to look at it. It's less people to look at one time. It really depends on how many people you have in your organization. If you've only signed up 5 people, if you've signed up 5 people, you're starting a great organization, but you're not going to have as many people to look at and details to go through. So, but I just want to explain how to fill out the elite thing sheet action plan for you with using Gary's as an example. Okay, so if I go here to where it says level 0 to 1, I like to go 0 to 10, and then I just say update report. And I do this just when I'm filling out this spreadsheet or out this action plan. Okay, so I go up here, and now you see there's more people here, right? Because all of these people are now here. So the next thing that I do, so what I'm trying to fill out, just so you guys know, is I'm trying to find out how much LRP, that loyalty rewards program, volume is going to be there next month with people that just have their LRP set up already. So if I hit next LRP volume, it actually categorizes down everybody that doesn't have an LRP, everybody that does have an LRP, and what the volume is. Now, you might say to yourself, well, they haven't changed theirs yet from last month, right? Well, there's usually some pattern to this. Like, let me take Cameron Blythe, for instance. Cameron never changes his LRP. He gets vitamins every single month. I know it's going to be 70 every month. Some people do change their LRP. This is just kind of a wash of what happens. So it's an average, you know, it's not exact. We're just trying to get a general idea of about how much LRP volume is coming in. So what you do at this point is you go through and you go, okay, 5, well, add up this column right here, 5, 10, 15, you add this all together, right? So, you know, I just get out my calculator on my phone and I added up 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 21 plus 23.5 plus 34.5 plus 45.5 plus 52 plus 55.25 plus 57.5 plus 64.5, 70 plus 70 plus. This is why it's good to get people on the vitamins, because look, all these people are on vitamins that are talking about 80, 103.5, 108.5, 121.5, 133, plus 149. Okay, so that added up to, and so I'm writing down on this piece of paper, and even though you can't see me writing, I'll show you guys. So I put Gary, the month is going to be for March 2018. Okay, so the volume that is in LRP is 1,289.25. So I've put that, I know you guys can't really see. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now for a minute. Okay, so I put that number right there. It says LRP total, 1,289.25, right? So now I subtract 3,000 from 1,289.25. I hit the wrong button. 289.25 equals 1,710.75. Okay, so I put that into that second box there where it says volume needed. Now what I do is I divide that number by 400 and I get 4.27. Okay, so what does that tell me? It tells me the number of classes that this elite needs to get elite. On average, that's what they're going to need. Okay, so super critical to figure that out, right? But that's only one part of this entire thing. The other part, is that all backwards to you guys? Now I'm really curious, because it's backwards when I'm looking at it right here. The other part that's really important is these 3 sections down here. Actually, really these 2 right here, but I use this paper for the entire month. So these 2 sections say plan of action, sharers and billers working with you to host. Okay, so I already know in this organization, Deb is doing a few things, quite a lot actually. Bentley's doing some stuff. And let's see, who else? Jess is doing some stuff. Okay, so I know those 3 individuals that are in this organization that I can reach out to, and I can ask them, okay, what are you doing this month? What classes do you have planned? Can I help you host any classes? Can I help teach any classes? Can I help with, maybe whatever it is? Then right here, it says schedule of classes. That's where you're gonna fill out, okay, Deb, what are you doing? Okay, what am I doing, or what's Gary doing? What's Bentley doing? What's Jess doing? And I write that down here. Okay, well, Deb's teaching 3 classes, so that's fantastic. Classes. Plus, she said she has 2 one-on-ones. Okay, Bentley's going to host 1 class, and Jess is going to host 2 classes. Okay, so right there, what you're going to see is, bam, there's already 6 classes for this organization. And then Gary, the individual that's doing this, maybe he's hosting 2 classes, right? So right there, you got 8 classes, and you've already got that LRP volume. You need this much. Now, is it okay to do 8 classes even though it says you only need to do 4? Heck yeah. You could do 12 classes, because guess what? If all 8 of these classes were super successful and you made 400 points per one, could this person actually go premier this month possibly? They possibly could. So, keep that in mind. You never want to go, oh, wait, I only need 4. Forget it. You guys can wait till next month. No way. You want to do as many things as you possibly can. And then down here in the notes section, you might say, 3 of those classes went great. 2 of them, no one showed up. Those one-on-ones, we actually ended up doing 6 of them. Like, take notes during that whole part down there so that I keep this every single month. Now, ideally, this is what would happen, okay? I shared with you guys a little while ago, this piece of paper right here, and I've put it in the file section, but what it says here is information on every individual that you're following up with. So you could have a 3-ring binder with an action plan. Your action plan could be at the front of it. Every individual that you're working with in it, so that you know how to reach out to people, so that you know how to really set up and be organized, so that when you're like, well, I don't really know what to do, this is it. This is your plan right here. This is how you're going to actually do the things and know who to reach out to. And so being organized like that on paper is, I think, the best way to do it. Now, if you're a digital person, for sure you could do this all in Google Docs and set up a folder that way, and that would be fine. But having this piece of paper right here to share with your mentor, to share with the person you're working with, and to share with the people, to share with Deb and teach her how to fill one out, share with Bentley, teach him how to fill one out, Jess, so that you are teaching your people how to fill this paper out. So that's how you fill one of these out. And I hope that's helpful to you guys. And if you have questions about it, please ask. Please ask, because I would love to help you if you don't know how. So the Premier Builder worksheets, you do the exact same way. You're just doing 2 legs. So at this point, if you've done the elite and you've gotten to elite, let's say even 1 month, and you want to start filling out this sheet, the Premier, the next one, right? Because this helps guide you into building for silver and knowing if you're going to get 2,000 per leg, right? A Premier is 5,000 in volume. It tells you right up here. So that hopefully will help show you guys how to fill these out. Now, these are all in the files section of the Facebook group, so look for them there, and know that these action plans are there to help you. They're a roadmap to really help guide you through the month. Try to fill these out on the 25th of the month prior, okay? So fill them out, because if you wait until the 1st of March, let's say, and you don't have any classes planned yet for March, how are you going to not waste a week of March? And then you might be scrambling for the end of the month, and nobody wants to scramble towards the end of the month, right? You want to ride into the next month knowing that your goals are already met. So know that this business is month to month, meaning you start fresh on the 1st, You've got the whole month to work towards that goal. And so take advantage of these Elite, Premier, and Silver Builder worksheets and action plans so that you guys know how to fill them out and know how to take advantage of the information there and know what to do with it. All right, everyone. I think that's all for now. If you guys have questions, please ask, please ask, please ask. I'm here to help you, and we'll see you later. Bye.